All right. Well, I'm here with my morning tea. Uh, it's Earl Grey, and I just kind of wanted to talk about a few concepts of love that I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna get rid of this tea bag actually real quick. All right, just re-angled it a little bit. But basically, I wanted to talk about a little bit about how, like, the concept of love is just really beautiful to me. I think it's a lot of people overthink it or kind of leave out the importance of it. And I think it's really beautiful when, like, for example, the sentence itself saying, like, I love you, it's so, like, powerful because it's essentially you're taking the idea of loaning the concept of love itself is just it's temporary. It's there will be an eventual end, just like life and with any kind of concept, like for example summer or a sunset. It's beautiful, but you know that it'll eventually end to a certain point. Time obviously is like the most valuable kind of asset that you can have, right? It's something so beautiful that you can't get back. And the idea of giving someone that time and giving someone that effort is just another level of beauty. I like to think about like how in the millions of chances of like galaxy every 100 years you have a whole completely different universe. We have a universe where Picasso was alive, and we have a universe where fucking George Washington was alive and shit, and then every 100 years it's completely different people. All these people that we see in our world today, is all of them are going to be dead and replaced by a whole new wave of people. And to say that I love you, and to say that, like, yo, I'm choosing you out of all the people that we have, out of all the people in this 100 years, possible 100 years that I have right now, that I'm choosing you. It's just such a beautiful thing to think about, I feel like. Earl Grey is one of my favorite teas. So cheers. Um, but I think like also the idea of like fragility, how it's so fragile. You have arguments, you have things that you have to overcome during a relationship, or not even a relationships. When you think of love, sometimes it's relationships, um, sometimes it's family, sometimes it's dog, sometimes it's it can be love is like multiple concepts. It's applied to multiple different people and animals and insects even and shit. Like it's crazy. You can love so many things. You can love a fucking tree if you want to. And it's just such a fragile word. It's a fragile concept. Like you're not just spending time with that person, you're sharing your life with that person, you know what I mean? It's like you're choosing to spend time, your valuable time with them. And even in like knowing that it will end, when something does eventually end, knowing that your impact or their impact will continue even after is just a crazy concept to think about. Like even after death, even after the end of the relationship or whatever it is, it still goes on. No matter if it was a lost parent or an ex or something. Every single ex that you can think about, your life has had an impact in their life. It's just kind of beautiful to think about. That there's certain habits or there's certain things that they pick up from you and it continues to live on in their life, and it continues to live on in the people that you interact with, and it's just such a wonderful concept of how powerful the idea of love is. And there's beauty in like every single type of concept of love. Is like you know, choosing to love someone every day, and like, you know, being there for them, or going out of your way, or doing things that are uncomfortable just for that person that you love is beautiful. But I feel like other concepts too are left out, where loving someone so much that you let them go is also such a strong and beautiful concept. I feel like people don't really take in that concept a lot. When they think of love, they think of like, you have to be with that person, you have to, you know, you have to, it's solely on the person, right? But sometimes the most best thing you can do with your love is to let someone go. And I think that's also a powerful concept. It shows how love can do so many things to a person's life, and change so many views, and change so many, I don't know, love is just such an impactful word and an impactful concept, and it's just, yeah, it's really beautiful. Yeah. I'm curious to what you guys think about love, and let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I'm really glad I got to talk about this. But yeah, have some tea, and have a great rest of your day.